watch Andrew Tate a lot, but I've seen him about like 80 to 100 times.
100 or more.
68 videos.
Somewhere around 80 to 100.
About 87 videos of Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate has a huge impact on what teenagers think now because he is so influential.
Like, everyone wants to be like him, like rich guy, Bugatti, all that, like, rich lifestyle.
And he's very positive about how to be successful, go to the gym, get a good mentality.
There are some good things about what he says, but the things that he says about women, I do not agree with.
About 50% of men want to have those kind of relationships that he has. But personally, that kind of relationships that he is saying, I don't want to have.
I'm influenced by Andrew Tate because I see him and I see any toxic masculinity that is shared, and I process that and I look back, and it's more of like a self-reflection thing. Just like, have I acted like that? Do I need to change that?
If I was married, I'd say jobs and like taking care of the kids would go both ways.
I would love to spend time with my kids and take care of them.
I don't really mind who it has the job or who is taking care of the kids as long as the kids are happy and healthy.
It doesn't really matter who makes more money. It's not like it's a competition.
Genetically, men are stronger.
I don't think we give women enough credit for how strong they are because men don't ever have to give birth. I don't know how much strength it takes to do that because also enduring pain takes a lot of strength.
Women are way smarter than men because we men do a lot of more stupid stuff.
Men make very dumb decisions. Like if a woman was a leader of a country or something, I don't think it would end up in a war.
Social media influences teenagers very easily because I feel like teenagers are still like very clueless.
If an influencer is promoting toxic masculinity and that influences me, I'm gonna share with my parents what I've learned from this guy. My parents overall have the most influence over me.
We should share with our parents what we watch, but I feel like we should also be responsible enough to like be able to tell ourselves if this is accurate, if we should believe this or if we should follow this.
I wasn't familiar with Andrew Tate, so this kind of just brought to light how much my child had heard, which is a little bit alarming.
I did not know my boys were watching Andrew Tate. At some point I was like, I have to be a little better mom. I think I have to work on some areas.
Listening to all the kids, I felt like the progress that we're making is good.
All of these kids are really deep thinkers, and they seem like they're gonna not take what Andrew Tate says to heart, which really makes me feel good about our generation of kids. I feel like we're doing something right with this generation.
Heather's 13-year-old son, Zach, participated in our focus group, and we heard from you just a minute ago. So, Mom, what's your takeaway from this whole thing?
I, too, didn't know who Andrew Tate was until asked about it. And I have I have 4 kids from age 25 to 9. I did have 2 of them when I was 38 and 42, so I'm not sure about this prime thing. But I was shocked. I was shocked that the things he was saying were so easily heard by so many people. And I think it's really interesting that I immediately got the feeling like he was taking information he may have learned from people that seem a little more intelligent than he is and made it into an algorithm where kids were just going to get fed and fed and fed. And it scared me to death. I have 3 boys, and it made me very nervous until I heard Zach talk. Then I felt it. My heart rate came back down.
Zach, is it true that you evaluate and really think through what you're hearing?
Of course. I don't take one thing, listen to it, process it, and then just spread it around. That's exactly how like gossip and bad news gets spread. I'm gonna check multiple sources, and they're not all gonna be the same. I'm not gonna check 3 Andrew Tate videos that say the same thing in different words so I can come up with my own opinion. I'm gonna check news channels with different points of views and see what the common idea is, and then I'm gonna go to my own morality.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.